What's up, guys, and welcome to another part of SimCity. Today we will be carrying on to try and get the number of residents required to upgrade our city to sort of the next step, really. What I am going to do is place more parks, only because then people are going to expand, and then once people have expanded and I can put the taxes down, then maybe I'll start removing some of the parks. Then they'll start complaining, but then that'll fill the low residential demand, because then they'll have to downgrade. And, well, the taxes will be low anyway, so the city will be built to how it's needed. So, anyway, that's what we're going to do today. And, before we do anything else, we're going to upgrade the school because it's at max capacity. So we kind of need more classrooms. So there we go. 2 top floors and another ground floor set of classrooms. And because of this, we're going to need more school buses. So the primary school, or the grade school as it's known in this game, is now fully upgraded. And let's try and fill in some of this space. So let's put a road here and zone it residential. But we can get more houses in there, so let's knock a few down to build more. And there we go, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And then yeah, so the demand is with medium wealth residential right now, but there is demand for all sorts of residential buildings. We're going to put some commercial around the school, maybe. Or should we put residential? No, we'll put residential, and then a bit of commercial just there. And then, yeah, we'll fill up that line and fill up that line with commercial and residential there. Okay, now I know we've got a lot of commercial sectors in this city, and I know there's no demand for it, hence why it's not really building and it's getting abandoned. But it's future proofing, because funnily enough, there might not be many commercial buildings, and there might be a lot that are abandoned, but it's the only place really where the city's making money. So kind of that's why the commercial's there. So for anyone complaining, now you know. What I'm going to do in this little section here is to just park it up. Fill it with parks, because then this area is going to be high wealth. We may get some high wealth commercial in there as well, and it'll be like a mini rich district. But it's also easily accessible, bit of medium wealth linking the two there, and it's not really going to be high wealth across the board, that I don't think. Something we do need to do is fill up this section, so we'll do 2 roads across. Now, because of that awkward road to the right there, any road I put downwards, as you can see on the screen, will be sort of on the wonk, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, let's put that road in. There you go, it's going to be on the wonk. Like I said, doesn't matter. Fill in the 2 sections, and then we've got some more residential. We'll fill in a bit of commercial around the parks. I don't know whether to just slice a road through there, maybe not, I don't know. Another like mini mission for us today is to try and get the taxes down a bit more. They had a bit of an influx going up and down kind of a little bit in the last episode. We're going to try and get them down to a more sort of lower level, a more manageable level than what they currently are at as well. But obviously to do that, we need people working so they can then spend money and then set up their own businesses, because that's what's bringing in the most money. Now, there is a lot of demand still for industrial. We are going to sort the industrial zone out quite soon. But as I said, for now, commercial's bringing in the most money, so let's work with the commercial we have. So something that I'm just going around now and just filling in all the little sections with residential and commercial, because obviously, like I said, it's needed. So there's people protesting outside the town hall saying lower taxes today and then we'll go away and we'll stop protesting. Yeah, ask me later about that because we're still earning some money. We have a 53% approval rating, and it's the low wealth that are the most happy, and it's also kind of where there's a demand. Okay, we can lower the taxes to about 17%. We can lower them 3%, and then we're in positive figures, which is okay. It'll help bring in some people. What I'm going to do is bulldoze these 2 parks here because they're not really needed. We're still going to have the high wealth. And while we're at it, let's bulldoze every single one of these commercial buildings in the commercial sector for the 2nd time in this series, because it's just not building up. It will eventually, but it's just not at the moment. People just keep abandoning the buildings. And yeah, while we're at it, we'll just destroy the rest of the 28 abandoned buildings there are in this city. That's the thing. These buildings are getting abandoned pretty quickly. And they were abandoned and they just kept piling up because there was no services as of the last episode. There is now services, but remember we had to close the services and then build them again because we was destroying roads. So obviously that hasn't took, and the buildings were abandoned anyway, and then more started getting abandoned because of services. So now that those services have taken, obviously those buildings shouldn't be getting abandoned as quickly. And funnily enough, we've got rid of those abandoned buildings and our money's gone up. So it says a lot, doesn't it? We'll put some more parks in, try and get rid of that red area of influence, try and turn it positive. Maybe an amphitheatre is something we look at a later episode because it's not approved yet, obviously. That's something else as well. We'll try and turn some of these parks into something bigger and better in future episodes. The only negative area of land value should be the industrial zone or the bit where our power is, really, because we can't really get rid of it that much. Plus we've got quite a few parks, and there's a lot of land that is now either high or medium value sort of ready, which is again medium land value is where the demand is for residential right now. So this is good. We're getting somewhere. We've taken a hit with the money because we've placed those parks, but we have enough money in the treasury now to once again upgrade every single road in the city. And in doing so, it will help the buildings expand, because if it's a low density road, then you're not going to get medium or high density buildings on that road. So as you can see, what I'm doing now, I'm upgrading the roads, and these buildings are essentially building up. They're expanding, and that's what we want them to do. It's a slow process, but as you can see, our money's gone back up into the positive over 1,000 figure, which it was not too long ago before we put those other few parks in. And okay, yeah, we're taking a hit of money in the treasury, but we're doing road expansions that are actually needed. I have noticed here actually there is the road that isn't connected. It is now. Okay, we can upgrade it as well. Medium density. There we go. Medium density streets. So we'll start seeing these medium density buildings that people actually want, because that's where the demand is, because of these upgrades. Like I said, taking a hit on the money, but we are now earning over 4,000 an hour. That's probably the most we've ever earned in an hour so far in this series. So we're doing well on the money in scale. Then again, the taxes are still kind of high. We've dropped them by 3%. Obviously, if we put those taxes back up to 20, then we're probably looking in the 6,000 or 7,000. As you can see, it's just ticked over to 5,000 now. We're at 5,500 per hour. We've taken a little bit of a hit, but obviously businesses are starting up. Some people are declining. People are paying at different times, which is all fine. And another thing is I believe we don't have any bonds to pay off, which is good. It means we're actually earning money now. Unlike in previous episodes when we've had to pay off bonds, and again that's not helped. When we originally upgraded the roads from dirt roads, we was paying off a bond at the same time, so obviously that's a positive thing for us because we're now getting more money in, and it means that treasury is staying steady at about 45 to 50,000. It's not really dropping below that. It's not really going any higher than that because we're earning the money in pretty quickly, but we're upgrading pretty quickly as well. And yeah, it's balanced in a sense. The books are balanced right now. When I stop upgrading the roads, then obviously money in the treasury will obviously shoot up because I'm not spending it on roads. I'll probably be spending it on something else, but I won't be spending it as quickly on roads that obviously need upgrading. So there you go. That city looked obviously it looked like there was hardly anything there. It's built up again now pretty quickly. There's still 13 abandoned buildings and there's one rubble. We'll sort those out in a second. But what I want to do is destroy this road. It might be a daft move because I want to... Oh no, it'll be this road. This road I'll do because I want to put one of those, not a streetcar avenue, but one of those larger avenues down this road because I think it needs it because a lot of people are really using these smaller roads and it'll just be a quicker way for people to get to the other end of the city from that highway corner down to this bottom end of the city, especially if they're working in industry. So it's useful. And obviously it's what people will want eventually, but it's not working because of this little connection here, and I've now messed the highway up. Oh well, we'll fix that. That can come at a later date. We'll fix it when we've got this road in. I don't even know which road this is. Is it a medium density? No, it's got to be one of these. Yeah, okay, we'll have to destroy the pond park, but oh well. We don't want natural disasters, that's a bad thing. We want roads. And we want the high density avenues, I believe. Oh no, medium density, that doesn't look right. There we go, high density avenue, that's what I wanted. Should we upgrade it to a streetcar? Let's upgrade it to a streetcar. Maybe? No, because we don't have any streetcars in this city yet, and there's no point having it as a streetcar avenue if it's not going to get used as a streetcar avenue. So anyway, as we've been fighting around with those roads, trying to essentially get this one set up, be on the wonk, and I don't really like it on the wonk, so we're going to have to go from the bottom end up, and that might make it a little bit straighter. But going back to what I was going to say, we're now getting 12,000 an hour, and that's all because I've upgraded the roads. People have expanded, and we're not really struggling for money anymore because we've got nearly 160,000 in the treasury. There you go. It's just ticked over, and it's, as I said that, it's gone back down again to 159,000. But hey, we manage. We've got the money to spend. We've got a bigger road now, which means we can put the industry back, and that kind of can expand a little bit because it knows that a lot of people are going to be serviced by it now. They can obviously get their shipments out and fund whatever they do fund in terms of commercial businesses, and obviously anybody working there can get there quicker because it's a much faster road now instead of smaller avenues. We'll put the residential back. We'll put the commercial back where it was. I don't really want anything on that highway though at the top in the corner. We'll put the commercial back in. And what we do need to do, we'll just bulldoze that while it's building. We need to put the fire station back. I think this is the second time we've done this. Again, because we've destroyed the road and it needs to be put back. We can put the bell on the one of the fire station garages. We'll put the sign on one of the garages, and we'll put the flagpole down as well. And that is a fully upgraded fire station back in business. Now then, it says there's criminals about, but if we look at the police, this will probably be the last thing for the episode actually. If we look at the police, jail cells are empty. Crimes committed per day is 0. The police are doing their thing. Town hall are being protested and all that. That's the thing for another episode. So I will see you where we'll solve all these problems in the next episode.